Hey folks, Dave here at Snake River Fly, getting back into our fall tying jam. Today we're going to do a balanced chironomid, good for lakes, and it's also worked well for me nymphing them in the streamers. So I'll go through some materials and we'll get going here. We are going to tie it on a jig hook. This one's a 90 degree, about a size 8. You can also use the 60 degree jig hooks as well. For our pins, you can either go with silver or gold pins, and then the bead that I'm going to use on the extended part of the balanced leech is a 1/8 silver in this one. Sometimes I'll use tungsten, a little bit smaller, just as long as they balance well. I'm going to use some dubbing. This is Snake River Fly Scud dub in silver, a really good Scud blend. We are going to use Montana Fly Midge body thread to add a little bit of color to the fly. And then we're going to use some Brassy silver ultra wire to create a rib on this bug. The thread I'm using is size 140 Danville Flymaster Plus. I'll go ahead and start that thread just behind the eye on the shank there. Secure the thread, cut off the tag, and go right into putting the extension of the balance leech on there. And you can adjust to make sure you get the correct balance. You can adjust how far out that pin sticks with your bead. And I'm just going to secure that by wrapping right onto the shank. And go back until you've covered up the end of the nail or the pin. Take my thread to the rear, and the last material I didn't mention is actually Darlon. We're going to use that as kind of the shuck sticking out the back. This one is pearl colored, but you can also use white. I'm just going to use that little bit of space there where my pin didn't come all the way back and fill that in. Snip out the extra, and if it's a little too long, you can take and cut it down. Pretty easy bug, very effective in your rivers and lakes. I'm going to tie in the Brassy silver ultra wire right here at the rear also. Leave my thread back there. Go ahead and actually put a little thread base down here up by the bead, and then I'll return the thread to the rear. Okay, the next step is the Montana Fly Midge body thread, and I actually put that in a bobbin. It's a little easier to wrap. I'll just start that in the rear, make sure I overlap so it kind of ties it down there, and then just add some color to this fly throughout the body. A little bit of a sparkle glint in there. Myself, I like the blue coloration. Looks like a normal insect kind of body color. And I'll bring that all the way to the front. And then before I trim that off, I'm just going to wrap my thread up through the body. I'm not worried about coloring up or going over a little bit of the sparkle there. Once I get up here, I'm just going to tie off the Midge body thread and trim that out. Leave my thread there. Then I'll bring up the rib, the silver ultra wire. And secure that. Snip off that wire. And the last step, I'm going to use the Scud blend. Just twist that onto the thread. And put a little collar there. Go ahead and do a whip finish. And your fly is complete. Let me show you what else, the theory behind the balanced leeches. We basically said we've done quite a few balanced leeches, why not a balanced chironomid? And then you'll know you've got it balanced correctly. You can put your thread through there, just like it would hang off of your leader, and then you should have a nice flat appearance in the water. It should hang and return to that balanced position rather than kind of jigging vertical. It will sit in a lake or a slow moving stream. It works best, and it'll always return to that balanced position. Good this time of year for big trout. Once again, thanks for watching Snake River Fly. You can find our video on YouTube or on Snake River Fly website. Thank you.